when we're chanting Om, that really isn't Om, and yet it is very real that it's Om. But you know, there's two spellings of Om that we use, O-M and A-U-M. And I think you're all probably aware why that's the case, that O-M is more the vocalization of the sound so we get it closer to what it can be. And then the spelling of A-U-M reflects the vibration and creation of what happens, that the first letter, the first part of the sound is Brahma, that creative force. The second letter and that sustaining force is Vishnu, sustaining the energy in creation. And that M, and that last part of the sound, is the dissolving part of Shiva. And actually, there is a tradition that, of course, that's how you chant it, that the beginning of the chant of Om is more in the back of the throat, and it comes through the mouth itself, and then the lips are closed for the M part. And that M part, there's a deep tradition, not that we tune into it in the direct way, of humming in yoga. And it comes from that part of Om, that part of it. But in the Vedanta tradition, there's a fourth part of Om. And it's the absolute. It's the essence beyond the expression. And it has a name in Sanskrit called Anagata. It means the absolute, where there isn't the expression of that sound. Now, you know, several times it was mentioned about that the recording of the sun flares sounds like Om, and I listened to it, and it does sound like Om. But even that isn't Om. It's just an expression of Om. Isn't that interesting? It's a deeper, more refined part of it. And so what we're doing when we're working with Om, we're attuning, we're aligning, we're merging. And so there's the tradition of mantra yoga, and the most prevalent mantra in mantra yoga taught as a meditation technique is Om, to repeat Om as a mantra. That isn't the tradition that we have from our path, from Yogananda. The tradition we have is Laya yoga, which is the absorption into Om. It's a deeper experience of using the sound and then becoming the sound. We're absorbed in the presence of Om. And it may be the sounds of the chakras, or it may be the powerful emanence of Om itself. But that's that part that's beyond the expression. And of course, from one perspective, it feels that God is hiding from us. But it's only because we haven't done our part of opening up to that experience.